Welcome everybody, my name is François Letarte and this is my channel JDR D30, a channel about tabletop role-playing games. Today it will be another part of my collection I want to show you just for fun, and I will comment the book. So the portion I will show you today will be my D20 portion. Not all of it. I have some Star Wars stuff and I will have a Star Wars video for it. And but I don't own much. What I could say about the D20 system is that when it came out with the 3rd edition, I was very excited because back then you could go into a gaming store and there was always something new for that system. So in my mind back then, Dungeons and Dragons did hit hard, did hit with the right stuff by making this OGL. And it opened, it opened their system to anything, in fact. I know that with 3.5 and Pathfinder they have fixed technical problems, but for me 3.0 was perfect. It was a toolbox to do all this stuff. So I own some D20 products that I will show you, and I hope you liked it. And so here it is. Here's my collection. So filmed with shaky hands and home video style this time. I will try that. So this book is called Ultimate Feats. As it says, it's full of feats. I can say that book was quite useful around my table. Because if you wanted something more special, you may find it in there. I remember one of my players who wanted to see the future in his dream, in her dreams. It was a lady, and I found a feast like that. I don't remember the name, but I remember that she wanted that. Although the book is not that much well made, unfortunately. It was not that much enjoyable to consult, but it had its good sides, if I may say. Okay, so another book. Oh, the price is still on it. I will remove it. Pathfinder, Manuel des joueurs règles avancées, French version of Advanced Player's Guide. In my Pathfinder campaign, I play a knight, and the knight is in this book. So I did want to own it, and many players around the table had things that's coming from that book. And also, I know that this book may help you customize your class. So I think it's a good book to have. I'm not a big fan of Pathfinder, but our campaign is going well. Probably the last book I will buy for this system, but a very useful one. Next book. Testament. Yes, I was quite curious about this product. That takes place into the Ancient Testament before Jesus Christ. The idea behind this setting book is that what is going on in the Bible may be set into a more fantastic level. It's a great setting to play. I haven't tried it. I have read the book so far, and I don't think I will ever play that. So that book, maybe if someone is interested, maybe just drop me a mail. I may sell it to you. What is good though about this book, it is more there's more historical reference than religious one. It's not on the religious side at all. And I think in the bibliography at the end, the reference, the Bible is not there. It's all historical reference about that time period. And you can play the gods of Egypt and all the beliefs there was in that time. It has lots of potential. Personally, I don't think I will ever run that. Swashbuckling Adventures, 7C for D20. I like this book. For the setting, they don't say much, but if I have to play something into that gaming world, I don't know if I will take it as it is. Maybe I will be interested to play more in the real, the real world as it was. It has lots of new classes and prestige classes and lots of cool stuff for swashbuckling. It's a good book, and I find it very cheap, kind of $5. It was a deal. Another book. Oh, that one. Encyclopedia of Prestige Class. The only reason I have this book, it's because I found it at a used bookstore for kind of $2. I don't like prestige classes. In any campaign I've played or run, no one has ever got a prestige classes. No, it's not true. I had a Shadow Dancer once. But outside of that, I'm not a fan of that. And in this book, unfortunately, every prestige classes, I think they have a prerequisite that you have to be of some evil alignment. And they don't add much to the game. I think even today, even in Pathfinder, there are prestige classes, but most of the player I've played with, most of the time I hear about prestige classes is that they are useless because you can do much with the basic classes. Okay. Next. Not directly D20, but OGL, Castles and Crusades. I was always curious about this one because, I have some nostalgia about first edition. And, I got it in exchange for my Deities and Demigod books I've shown into one of my earlier video. I don't have this book anymore because I've traded it for this one. And I don't regret my choice. I've read some bits of it. And, so far I like the way Castles and Crusade is presented, so if I have to go kind of AD&D first edition, it will be with that. Next, Dragonstar. I think they have made the D&D in the future the right way with that. It's simple, it works. We have all the classic races that fits into that futuristic setting. I haven't tried it. I have a group of friends who are currently playing in that. I may run them some one-shots into their campaign. I don't know. I have talked with them. But, I'm happy to have this book. And once again, it was a deal. I found it for $5. Well, most of my D20 books, I've got it very cheap. Dragon Lords of Melnibone. Elric into D20. I have ran a campaign with that for some years. And I had lots of hope that it will be up to the Elric Cycle novel series. And when the player began to reach 10 level, it wasn't like in the novels anymore. It felt like playing D&D into a cardboard stage. I don't know how to say it, but it's like it felt unreal. It wasn't like in the novel, and Elric and that is kind of a 28 level total, and it doesn't make sense. It was a good try, but if I had to play Elric again, I will go to the more traditional system like BRP or the one ran by Legend. I will talk a little more about it into another piece of my collection around Elric. But Dragon Lords of Melnibone, I have a mixed feeling about it. I will talk more about it later. So it was my D20 collection. You will see more of my collection in the future when time will permit. And if you have any comments, questions, anything, you can like, you can do whatever you want below. So feel free to do all that. And up to next time, I hope you have as much fun in your life as in your game.